Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spirit Juice No Additive. This is Edward coming in to you. Episode of Spirit Juice No Additives, and we are going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion part 3. It was good. It was very good, but it's hard to see grown folks acting like cheering. And the show started off with grown folks acting like cheering. Um, they talking about Destiny Nubu and if they're gonna see him in this next season. And she said most definitely she's an open book. It's a long distance relationship, and so far Stormy husband and the Whitlows have met this secret man in person. Um, uh, Last week it picked up from where Kimmy and Destiny left off with a little bickering back and forth about her not giving enough. So she is apparently going to give enough next season. But also, too, hold on one second.
Here's what they're not telling you. That's right. ClickFunnels does a very good job of telling you who has had success with ClickFunnels. But what they're not telling you is the tens of thousands of people.
Sorry about that. It left off with Kimmy and Destiny arguing about whether, she don't share enough and all that kind of stuff. And she threw a dagger saying next season she's going to share as much as she can. And they shot the camera over at Kimmy. Kimmy didn't catch it or didn't throw it back, whichever it is. She didn't respond to it. They asked Melody and Destiny, what is actually the problem? What's the problem with you two? Melody says they alluded to the fact that Melody was mad because Destiny and Martell are too chummy. We're gonna get to that. But Melody says that Melody seemed to be very petty. And the reasons she's mad at people is petty. People get mad at people today over petty things. And it's just ridiculous. It's just like, don't make you want to be dealing with nobody. I mean, my goodness, she mad at Destiny because Destiny made light of the fact that you remember when Destiny had announced that she was divorced, and Melody went over there and they had their little talk or whatever, and Melody saying that Destiny said something on a talk show or blog or something saying that she was only there for 5 minutes. She was like making light of it. I'm like, that's a petty reason to get upset with somebody. Very petty. And then Melody says she was mad at Destiny. Yeah. No, Destiny says she was mad at Melanie, which is a reason to be mad, and I'd be pissed off too. She was mad at Melody because Melody went on the after show with Carlos talking about she paid a utility bill for Destiny upwards of $5,000 to $6,000. And Destiny's like, did you help me with my bills or did you help me with a bill? Because Melody, being her little sneaky, nasty, conniving little butt, left it at the fact that it was a utility bill note on her door. She didn't go into any details saying, hey, it was just to help her out in the time of need. She was like, well, when I come to your house and I see a utility note on your door talking about they're gonna cut off your utilities, then I'm gonna help. I hate when people do something for other folks and then throw it in their face. If you're gonna do it and shut up about it, and don't go running around telling everybody. She shouldn't have never even brought that up on Carlos's show. If you didn't want to do it, you shouldn't have did it. And if you're gonna do it to talk about it, then you shouldn't have did it in the first place. She shouldn't have did it. I feel like that was just way over the top. But anyway, why is my camera doing this? Oh, that's why. It's coming out the pocket. But anyway, Melody paid her utility bill along with other bills. She didn't just pay a utility bill. Of course, ain't nobody gonna let you get $5,000, $6,000 uh, ran up with the utility bills. She kind of helped her out in a time of need, which I would be pissed off. Why would you tell her business? Like, if you're gonna do it, why you put her out like that? Melody is not what y'all think she is. She is full of crap. And she sat there and with her nose turned up all in the air like she all of that. She ain't. My goodness, she cute and she think her butt don't stink. Like she don't do nothing wrong. That was wrong to bring up. And the same thing she was accusing Maurice of, she was doing herself. She said Maurice was the most insignificant person on the show, but Maurice supposed to only say nice things to her. I'd be bad. I'd be bad. Nope, ain't gonna happen over here. So when Miss Melody called her husband Shu pathetic, because Martell told her she was pathetic for thinking that he would hack her phone. What happened was Martell, once his phone rings and he don't answer it, it rings to Melody's phone. So she was getting messages from Destiny at 1 and 5 o'clock in the morning because Martell wasn't answering the phone and it went to Melody's phone. I don't know why he got it rigged like that, but Melody said he must have got it rigged wrong because she getting his phone calls. So, and then Destiny accused her of hacking his phone. She was like, no, baby, you need to ask him about hacking. He's the hacker. But he must have hacked it wrong because I get all his phone calls once it rings so often. And then, it just bounced back to my phone for some odd reason. Why he got things going to my phone, I don't know. Stormy gave her the stank eye. She said, you pathetic. Melody told Martell, you pathetic. And your shoes are too. I was like, wow, little kids playing rough. Tisha tells Melody she got a dark soul, a very dark soul, and she is the pinnacle of, what is it? Wolves in sheep clothing. She said that she don't spend her time worrying about no Melody and all this kind of stuff. And Melody don't never take accountability. Okay. Martell says Melody never forgives anybody. She never forgives somebody. She always going to hold a grudge. And if she do forgive you, it's because she needs you, which seems right. I mean, she don't never say I'm sorry. She never apologized for nothing. She's always right. Her mama always makes her think she's right instead of telling her what's right. And she holds grudges for little petty stuff. I don't know. Y'all like her? Hey, y'all can have her. As long as she ain't over messing over here. Nobody like her messing over here. And then Destiny was like, yeah, forgiving people is what real people do. Trying to throw a dagger at Melody. Melody didn't bite. She didn't go with it. Then they got into Carlos crying. He cried a couple of times on the show tonight. He was crying and telling Martell that he loves Melody. He missed what they had. And they showed the whole outing that they went on to Destin, Florida, and they were having a good time with the family. He said he does miss that and all of that. But Melody said, I never thought I'd have kids with somebody I don't like. I was like, whoop. She said she don't like Martell. It's over. It's done with. She ain't going back to him. Ain't no way in hell. She was saying that she regret that it had to end up. It saddens her that it ended up the way it did, but it is what it is. And then the Whitlows came out and Miss Destiny is pregnant. Not Destiny, but Tiffany. Miss Tiffany Whitlow is pregnant. Yes. So she's 4 months pregnant. It's a boy, and the name is Ace. Yes. Little AC coming into the world. Um, they were just talking about how they kind of blew it out of proportion that she wasn't getting none. He said, I was getting some. I just wasn't getting as much as I wanted to. He backtracked on the 2 months that he said on the show that he wasn't getting none. But tonight he was saying, oh, I was getting some, but I wasn't getting as much as I wanted to. But yes, Tiffany Whitlow is pregnant, and she is having a little boy. She's 4 months pregnant, and the name of the boy is Ace. So then they got down to Kimmy. And they talked about her cancer scare and all of that. And she was crying. She was upset. And I didn't see the part where Marceau and Maurice was hugging and he was crying to Marceau about his wife, having cancer or whatever, or having those 3 lumps in her chest. But it was kind of sad. And that's where they ended it at. But it was a pretty good show. Melanie being stank butt, and Stormy gave her a look like, is this how you is? And she kind of alluded to Melody did me, but she ain't did me as bad as she did y'all. So we still friends and we still trying to work it out. But I haven't seen the side of Melody that you guys have seen. So yeah, and then when she called she said that her husband was pathetic and his shoes was too. They shot the camera over Stormy, and Stormy was looking at her like, is this how you gonna act? Yeah, I was like, yikes, they are going at it today, baby. But Destiny, we will be meeting her new boo. And this long distance relationship she had, I think after this, her and Kimmy gonna have a problem because they were going at it. But Kimmy was just trying to let her know, hey, we all been through that. We all don't want to share our business, but we do. So the excuses got to go. But the reasons why Melody was mad at everybody is very petty. Like I said in the part 2, she mad because somebody made light of her coming over and cajoling them and trying to be nice to them and finding out why she got divorced and all that kind of stuff. So I guess Destiny told somebody on a different show that she only was there 5 minutes. She was only there 5 minutes and then she cut out. That ain't a reason Melody to be all mad with her and not wanting to speak to her ever. It's not a reason. And then she said, Destiny said the reason she got mad with Melody, and I see other people are coming on, so I'm going to kind of repeat some stuff. But she said that the only reason she was mad at Melody is because Melody was on Carlos's show talking about she had to pay her $5,000 or $6,000 light bill. She said, you didn't have to pay a bill. She helped her out in the time of need. And this is where I have a problem with people. Don't do nothing for me and you got to bring it back up in my face and bring it up to other people. You might as well don't do it because I'm going to treat you after that. I'm not going to appreciate, you talking behind my back, making me seem like a welfare case or something. And she was just trying to make herself big. That says a lot about Melody, trying to make herself look good, and putting somebody else down in the meanwhile. Well, guys, that's it. That was the show. Yeah, Tisha let Melody know you're a dark soul and you are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. They need to go back to the beginning. Kimmy was saying at the beginning of the show they need to go back to each incident and determine where they went wrong. And you will see Melody. Melody was the first. I watched the episode. The first to mention Tisha's and Marceau's wedding. The very first. Because she had just found out or just started communicating about Martell messing up on her. She brought up Tisha's wedding. I mean, teaching them. Oh, now Tisha was saying, well, I never went through that. This and that and this and that. Oh, she said, you haven't? She said, no, I haven't. And it started from there. Melody started that. She never apologized. She ain't gonna apologize. She thinks she right. She think Tisha's wrong because Tisha don't want to take anything serious that Marceau does in the way of cheating. She ain't ready to deal with it. She don't have to deal with it. It's her marriage. It's her kids. It's her life. Melody don't have no parts in it. Just because yours went up in smoke doesn't mean I need to put a match to mine. So go find some business. But anyway, you guys, like, share, and subscribe. Please like it. I just get so worked up and doing these stories. But I'm an emotional person. Us Black folks, you know how we do. But anyway, I love you guys. Holla. Like, share, and subscribe. Holla.